Hello and welcome to OverShadow ShadowCast with your host Thomas Anderson and tech wizard Abigail Mott.
Yes, we are both here once more. However, I will not be here next week. Unfortunately, I am working.
And we've still to decide who's to do that record.
It'll be you.
Oh, it's me.
I'm working a lot that week as well.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
I can't do everything. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Okay.
I've been told off. It was a joke. I've been told off.
Yeah. I think genuinely your jokes are funny. We need to work on the delivery because we need people to actually know their jokes. Including me.
I've been told off.
So is it wand or staff?
It's whatever I can hit you in the head with.
A wand wouldn't really work very well. Bonk!
No, if you, with the butt of it, like a gun.
No. I think you're more likely to have luck like poking me in the eyes or something.
Yeah.
Or the nose. So which you would prefer, a wand?
It's because I love Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'd prefer staff.
So you like Lord of the Rings.
No, I just like the idea of twirling a big staff round.
So you want to be every anime girl.
Yeah.
That's not what they do.
Actually, they do. They go.
Sailor Moon never did that.
Oh no.
Cardcaptor Sakura never
Right,
did that.
sorry. I had.
Cardcaptor had a staff.
What's the opposite of an ego trip? Because I decided.
Boy, I really had heard something totally different there.
The opposite of an ego trip.
Yeah, I didn't. I missed the beginning of that word. I thought for a split second you said something else.
So, what is the opposite of an ego trip? Because I had one there. Because I was just making myself a random character. Self-deprecation. I wasn't making myself the hero. I was making myself like a D character in the background who just goes, oh!
You need to watch more anime. That's all I can say on that.
They're not all twirling staffs and staves. I've seen it. I've seen anime.
Probably not as much as me.
Well, I know not to call it a meme.
Oh, right. I was like, what? I was like, oh yeah, different way to say anime.
Yeah, I have actually called it that.
Do you say
in the
manga
past.
or manga?
No, you don't. That's not a different way. It is anime. It's not a meme.
I know, but
Whereas manga and manga can be manga. Really?
Manga. Like some people pronounce it manga.
Oh, the extremely posh English.
No.
Manga.
Some people in America say, instead of saying manga, they say manga.
It's America.
I know, but I'm saying that everybody says something differently.
I call it manga.
I call it smack you in the face, guy.
Joke as well?
No.
Oh. So, a joke? Actually a joke?
No.
Actually, maybe possibly a joke?
No.
Is it maybe possibly a joke?
Yes, it's a joke.
Good.
They can't see your shifty eyes.
What? What? Is that good? What have my shifty eyes got to do with anything?
They have to do with everything. And they can't see you shaking your head now.
Am I responsible for the wind?
They can't see anything we're doing.
Or am I responsible for the wind?
Yes.
The rain falling
Yes.
from the skier?
Yes, you are. You're responsible for not looking up what might happen.
No, I did. I just got stuck. It was actually, they decided to take advantage of the wind to shut the trains down to do work on them.
Mm-hmm. Let's move on. Let's move on. So I'm going to get told off again.
Yeah, you are. So, staff stave. Okay, favourite gun in Halo then? I know we're a bit off topic, but if we're having these conversations...
It's just because we've not been playing anything, so we need to feel dead.
No, I can talk about something. I can do it very quickly, but I want you to tell me that. What's your favourite gun in Halo?
Shotgun. The shotgun.
Why?
I'm less scared with it.
It's just an awesome gun, isn't it?
Yeah, because it obliterates people.
And it's not like the rocket launcher, which can obliterate you.
I'm still really bad with the rocket launcher.
Yeah. You're aiming at people, aren't you?
I tried that lock-on thing you said and it wasn't working.
See the rocket launcher. What do you tell me exactly what you do?
I can't. I'd have to.
Not to
do
lock
it.
on because I can't remember enough about that. To shoot, say there's an elite running at you, and you're like, oh, he's got a sword, and I've got a rocket launcher and a magnum from Halo 2.
Yeah, I shoot it at him.
With the rocket launcher, what are you aiming at?
Him.
Do you see why you aim at the ground he's walking on?
Yeah, but every time I do that, I get blown up.
Because you're aiming at the ground you're walking on. You have to aim it at something around him that's not going to move and wait for him to be in place. If you shoot it straight at him, you can hit him. But that only really works with something like a hunter at close range because you...
Can we move on? My hands are cold.
Yeah, one last thing then.
They're very
Lightsaber or blaster?
Lightsaber.
Yeah,
I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, obviously.
Who chooses a blaster over a lightsaber?
Somebody's
You've
worried
got
about...
your futuristic knight. As long as you don't touch it, you're fine.
Yeah, but that's the point.
That would terrify me. Those things actually existed.
Exactly. That's the point.
Imagine just like, oh, lost an arm. That was another training accident. Oh, lost a leg.
Yeah, that's the point.
I'm a quarter way there to being Darth Vader.
Yeah, but how many Jedi that are like main
Why
characters
any of
lose
them
limbs?
yeah, or like finger, or at least a finger. Possibly a nose if they're doing that thing where they twirl it around like they're a high school cheerleader.
Mm-hmm. The baton. Or the rhythmic gymnastics.
Yeah.
Jedi would be brilliant at rhythmic gymnastics.
Did you watch
Gymnastics.
Have we talked about the last, was it Rise of Skywalker or something like that?
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah. I don't like how it ended.
No, the whole thing was just stupid. Is it the Yusad Vong?
What?
Is that?
It's an ambulance.
Can you hear that?
I don't know if it's going to get picked up.
Well, we just explained that's an ambulance.
Well, they will have understood that.
Yeah, no, that was an ambulance.
And that was Tommy making a noise of it.
Yeah, they didn't think that was the actual ambulance, just parked up. It was, oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's why it's come from one of us. Well,
Right, do you want to talk about what you've been playing? Don't stick your tongue out at me.
Right.
You're 6 years old, my goodness.
I spend most of my time with kids. Of course I'm childish.
Yeah, but you're not one of them. You've got to...
Seriously, I was standing holding a jotter next to a guillotine, and for the first time in like 10 years, I just really had to control the urge to chop the jotter up in the guillotine. They wear off on you. You become slightly more childish around them.
You're around teenagers. You're not around children.
Have you seen a teenager in a classroom?
I choose not to remember those dark, dark days. Thank you very much.
Right.
Can we just move on?
Yeah, I've been playing something, but according to the agenda, I will just double check this. Yes, I see. You haven't been playing anything at all, or you've played a game called...
No, I've not been playing anything.
What would you have played if you could? Alice?
I don't know. I think this is going to be one of the games I just go to every now and again. I don't think it's going to be something I'm desperate to... Because I've already seen people play through it. And also, because obviously it's an older game and my television is now a Hodge, it looks a little weird.
Hodge?
Hodge.
Oh yes, you got the massive television.
49 inch, that's... I measured it.
Have you tried...
From corner to corner.
Have you... Corner to corner. Interesting. We were discussing earlier on about the pronunciation of manga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say manga, I don't say manga.
I say manga. Manga sounds weird. Anyway, have you had a manga? Tasty. So,
Smack you.
Thanks. Was that a joke?
That was just a thought.
Oh, right. Well, that's very rude. I'm reporting you to HR.
I am HR. Deal with it.
Yeah, I'd like to report my colleague on the podcast, the tech wizard. She's being abusive on microphone. Then you ask if I've got any evidence.
Do you have any evidence?
Yes, you've got all the evidence already. You've got the recording.
Oh no, my finger slipped. It's deleted. Oh no, what to do?
Well, we have to do the whole recording again then. Maybe you should have just edited that part out.
No, this is like if it's already there.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's gone.
gone.
No, I've deleted that bit. Oh, I'm sorry. How does Halo look on that giant TV?
Very impressive.
Yeah.
You need to come over and have a look.
Yeah. And you need to come over in, sometime after 3 weeks when replacement stops and we can start.
You need to talk
games.
a little bit louder, please, or get closer to the microphone. We've been through this again and again.
Okay.
Aim it at the mic and speak up. That's not aiming it at the mic, that's aiming it at me.
I'm going to give you detention in a minute, Hen.
You could try.
Well, you're still here.
Yeah, but I can get out.
But you aren't.
I could.
I'm giving you detention for the rest of this recording. Power play. So, what was I saying when you said that I should speak up?
Play here. So
Yes, we need to organise you playing here so we can start playing some stuff and playing at yours.
Again, aim it at the microphone,
We
please.
need to organise the recordings, both joint and singular, so that we can start putting that stuff up in the gap between placement 2 and 3.
Okay.
Okay. We've got a few pieces of equipment to get. That's it.
Yeah, but we've been needing to get these pieces of equipment for a very long time.
Yeah, well, we need to focus on it.
Yeah. It's not. I've been putting savings into savings account for not this, something else.
Yeah.
But that's where some of my money's been going.
Right, well, I am...
Because I'm trying to be an adult.
Right, well, we can still pick. So what we need to do is I'm giving you homework.
I've got too much on.
To find the right... I mean, I can't pick the right microphone.
I've got a lot of... I will get it done eventually, not this week. There's a lot on.
So 2 weeks then.
Possibly.
To pick a monitor and
I'll go through you after this how much work I've got to do, but I do have a fair bit.
That's fine, but 2 weeks, I think that... Because if we want to try and have it...
Like, as in I'm actually working.
No, I know. But if we want to try and have it ready to start...
Okay.
Then, yeah.
Can we move on to what you've been playing?
Yes, I have played...
Subnautica.
No.
Fallout 4.
No. Okay, if this is a game, I'll just let you play it.
Right, just go on.
Empire.
Oh, God.
Wee bit of Empire.
No.
Killed some Polish people.
Have you won yet?
No, Portugal took Spain.
Did
I'm building... No, I'm trashing
Portugal not take Spain at one point in real... No.
I don't think so.
No.
Anyway,
They're related to Spain, I think. Like, one of their royals married. I don't know.
So I'm building a new super army to go and destroy them, and I've beaten back Poland and Lithuania quite far, like about a third into their territory. So that's going really well. But in addition to that, I have now got light infantry units.
Yeah.
So a volley from a right infantry unit can take out a quarter of a line infantry unit. So
Cool.
It's pretty... I mean, if not half, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And my navies are indestructible. I have everything in America, and I have none of India because one of my major trade partners is India. So I'd have to declare war and not get any trade with them. So that's slowing me down.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah, I need to build up America using the funds I get from trade to make it self-sustaining. Because if I build it up enough, the tax and trade with Russia will cover it, but I need to declare war in a couple of turns because I'm going to run out of time if I don't. Because I don't have it. I've got 2 places, maybe 3 in India, the Indian theatre, and in Europe I've just got basically. If you go from sort of like Scandinavia south, that's the part I own. Everything else to the right hand side of the map, east, I don't own. So I need to really start pushing it. I own all of the Americas. And I've got trade fleets in all the trade theatres.
Should we go on to the news now? Or the stories?
I have also done the free play days I've used the free play days to play. I want to try Valkyrie Chronicles 4 at some point. That's one of the games too.
Okay.
But the other one is Shining Resonance Refrain. Now, I get a lot of reports that that's a very mediocre game. But people had a bit of fun playing it, so I'm thinking I might get that because I've played a couple of hours and actually quite had a bit of fun playing it.
Well, that's good.
It's a JRPG, like Dragon's Magic world. It's like Final Fantasy X type thing, but it doesn't seem to have big showpiece areas.
Yeah.
It has big showpiece areas that you run around in, talk to people, buy stuff, or have fights in, but it doesn't have them for cinematic reasons. It does this sort of like there's a picture, and then like a person appears at the side, and they have a talk like that.
Yeah.
You know? So if the king's talking to me, king pops up, says something, and then I pop up, respond, and then if the princess joins in, king comes out, princess comes in to say something. If the king then says something, I come out, king comes. It's just a background picture with these pictures popping in and out, and they say stuff, they move to animate and stuff like that. But it's not like a showpiece area, like a proper cutscene. Like in Halo, if there's a cutscene on the bridge, he's walking around the bridge. This would be like if it was a picture of the bridge, and then the chief comes up and sort of like waves his hands about and starts speaking, and then Cortana comes up and says her part and that sort of thing. It's not a big showpiece area. A lot of those things will be done with a picture of an area, and then people popping in and out at the bottom of the picture, taking up like half of it. Like, have you ever seen like Phoenix Wright Attorney? It looks a wee bit like that.
Yes. I did not. I've tried watching people play that, and I did not like I didn't like it.
Yeah. So when they have the conversations like outside the courtroom, they've got the picture of the room outside the courtroom, and then to people popping in. And
I don't like that, which is strange because I actually liked. I remember watching Game Grumps play some sort of hospital game, and it was very similar. It was pretty much almost the same, similar in style. But I think it's the only reason I started watching it because they just started making up words that. You need to watch this. I think you'd actually really like it.
So it's like medical words that are faked.
No, they just go off script, and they just make stuff up.
Right. Okay.
I need to show it to you. Please, if I send you the link, will you please watch it?
I will try.
Because I've been for months now trying to get you to read. Lord Olympus, and it literally takes like 20 seconds to read through each chapter.
Right, but on placement, I am.
It takes. This is stuff you could do on the train. Literally, you could download the app and read it on the train.
Usually work on the train.
You make life so difficult for me. This is the guy who said, "Oh, I'm never." George, you could do instead of watching Love Island, you could be doing that.
I type while watching Love Island.
This is a man who slated Love Island.
Yeah, I did.
Hated it.
I did, but Paige and Finn.
Did you watch Lewis Capaldi's Accept?
Yeah, and he's on there with a bottle of it. Everyone's like, you shouldn't be doing that. Like.
No, I mean, did that about Paige. You talked about Paige.
No, I didn't see that.
What? Please type in that interview just today. It's like 2 minutes long. Please type it in. Watch it. Right. Enjoy it.
Okay.
But can we please get on with the
So
agenda?
Anyway, it's a JRPG. You're a dragon boy and you form a team.
You're a dragon boy?
Yeah.
Dragon boy.
Yeah. You're supposed to have the spirit of the most powerful dragon that ever existed inside of you. And you're at war with the Empire. Anyway, just to round off what I was saying. It seems really interesting with decent gameplay mechanics, but it might be a bit annoying because it seems to have some technical limitations. It's an Xbox One level game.
Yeah.
But it looks like an Xbox 360 game. I think they've had some problems at some point, or it's been released for because it's called Shining Resonance Refrain.
Yeah.
And I believe that Shining Resonance was a game that was released.
I thought you were still talking about Alice game there for some reason. I was like, oh yeah, that's right, because it does look weird on the big television.
Yeah. So Shining Resonance Refrain was released in 2014 for the PlayStation 3, so it's a port up.
Yeah.
That might be why it doesn't look very good. And what you can do in Refrain is you can play it in Refrain mode as opposed to normal mode.
Yeah.
And that gives you some extra missions and some extra characters.
Yeah.
And those characters are two of the bad guys that you fight in the main story. They just appear in your team.
Yeah.
Fighting alongside you with no explanation, but they're also at the same time on the other side fighting against you. So you can have one of the main bad guys fighting himself.
Yeah.
And they don't explain any of it. They explain it later on, like they give you. It's a DLC that's included in the game for the Refrain version. It has more and more in it. It lets you know more about it, about those characters.
Yeah.
But it's the advice online from people was that there's very little reason to play it through because you'll find the second playthrough tedious. So go Refrain first.
Yeah.
Because you won't play it through a second time, but it's worth playing once. So play Refrain. And just don't go anywhere near those characters until you've completed the main story, and then. So yeah, that's what I did. But it's kind of funny because I just found two massively evil people. Like, what in the name? But I'm looking forward to playing a bit more of it.
That's cool.
But I don't think it'll be as good as something like Lost Odyssey or Final Fantasy or anything like that. Lost Odyssey is incredible. Oh.
You're a Lost Odyssey.
No, Lost Odyssey was considered to be like the last great JRPG for a long time.
There's a lot of letters there. There was a lot of letters.
Japanese role-playing game.
Thank you.
It was considered to be the last great JRPG for a long time.
Like J-pop. I don't know what J-pop song is, but...
Aye, like Shin Mubari 365 or something like that.
That weird chicken song you showed me.
Chicken attack. Oh, that's brilliant. But yeah, a Japanese yodeler, that's just hilarious to me. But yeah, so yeah, I like it. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing it, and I really want to see Valkyrie Chronicles to help me know if I want to get it.
Cool. So, shall we move on to the two stories that we have today? Because I could not do anything else.
Is that an impersonation of the Portal lady?
No, that's just me talking in a weird voice.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's get started. These are your stories. You lead the charge. You explain to me what's
happening. Your
happening.
little thing keeps like appearing on the agenda because we're looking at this electronically. Stop moving it! It's so annoying. All I see is little overshadow everywhere. Stop it. Stop it.
Okay, go.
Little pink overshadow. So, this is about Cyberpunk 2077.
Yep.
I'll try and not race through this because I was listening back to myself and I think I raced through things. So I'm going to try and slow it down. So the first story we have for you today is, like I said, about Cyberpunk 2077. I'm going to try and slow it down like I said. So after last week, when it was... Okay, so that was obviously that was a joke. What was that?
Oh, it was a window.
The door just went.
It was a window, I think. We've still got some pretty strong winds, so the window being open is causing the doors to flap a bit.
That wasn't a joke.
Oh, is that you just reading normally? I'm so sorry.
After last week, when it was announced that Activision Blizzard, and I need to be really careful because I've abbreviated a lot of stuff in this.
Okay, AB is Activision
Blizzard.
Got you.
Yeah. After Activision Blizzard told Nvidia GeForce Now to remove all of their Activision Blizzard games.
Nvidia.
What did I say?
Nvidia. It's Nvidia.
Nvidia, sorry.
Nvidia.
Nvidia.
That's it.
Nvidia told... What the heck was that?
Funny.
You okay?
Yeah, that was my short, cheeky laugh.
Was said after they were told to remove all of their Activision Blizzard games, Nvidia GeForce Now have announced that Cyberpunk 2077 will be available the day it's released on their streaming service.
Nvidia.
I'm not going to say it the right way. If I'm reading it, I won't be able to say it the right way, okay?
Nvidia GeForce Now.
So the day that Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be released on their streaming service.
Okay, that's good.
So, and in their statement, NGN, because I'm getting fed up of getting...
Nvidia GeForce Now.
I'm getting fed up of constantly being corrected. GeForce Now, so they've said that GeForce Now members will be able to grab their copy on Steam and play the game the moment it's available. GeForce Now members can explore the streets of Night City with RTX on, don't know what that means, fully optimized and instantly available even on your Mac laptop. So that's pretty cool. So now CD Projekt Red did say last year that at some point in this 2020 this year, Cyberpunk 2077 will appear on Google Stadia.
Mm-hmm.
But with the pushback on the game's release date from April to September, it's unclear if this has changed. So it's going to be available on... Not GeForce. Yeah, it is GeForce. GeForce. So it's going to be available the day it's released to play on Steam from GeForce Now. But at some point it is going to be released on Google Stadia. But we don't know that with this pushback in the release date, if it means it's also going to be pushed back on the Stadia. Because I believe that CD Projekt Red said that they were not going to have it on Stadia until it was released on PC.
So GeForce Now is the streaming service, but it uses Steam, you're saying?
Yeah. I believe so. I still need to properly look into how it works.
Because this is very confusing to me, the idea that it has its own library but uses Steam. We need to try and work out how that works.
Yes. That is in the statement where it says that. This possibly that maybe the statement was mistyped. I don't know because
Because they've also lost Bethesda.
Have they?
Yeah. So that's interesting. So there's a bit of a war going on there.
Well, I mean, like what I said last week with Activision Blizzard, they had signed a not confidential, exclusivity deal
with someone else.
Google Stadia.
Well, that's a shame.
Because they had made all their catalogue available on GeForce Now in the beta test.
Aye, but then took it all off.
But took it all off. Yeah.
That's a bit of a shame.
So you were listening, that's good.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame for basically nobody. Activision Blizzard don't make games anymore.
Yeah.
Apparently it was an Nvidia blunder.
But it's good that it's going to be released. That CyberPunk 2077 is going to be released on it.
Considering what's happening, yeah, but I don't think it's not an exclusive.
No, because like I said, they are going to be on Stadia at some point.
There's also COG, isn't it, or COC?
I don't know.
Which is the thing that
I was wondering why you decided to.
Yeah, CyberPunk actually have their own streaming service for their games.
Oh, do they?
CyberPunk, CD Projekt Red.
Yeah.
And so they can't have an exclusivity deal because they also should release it. Yeah. Bethesda, I think Bethesda would pull towards Microsoft. They work quite closely with Microsoft. I think PlayStation, because of that, has slightly more trouble than PC or Xbox running their games. But that's maybe why they've pulled out. But
will you be tempted to get GeForce Now?
No. I'm quite happy with the Game Pass. And buy anything I want. Because it might be, it will be streaming service locked.
Yeah.
But they'll probably still sell copies of the game.
Okay.
There's no way they'd make enough money just from streaming it from one wee service. It's not going to work. There's no way that wee service can pay, 100 million for an Activision Blizzard game.
Yeah.
It would be, if Activision Blizzard were to just stream their games, that company would have to pay something like $2.5 billion. There's no way that's going to work. So it's the streaming that's being exclusivized.
Yeah.
Not the game. So no.
I wonder how it's going to work with this proper streaming service with like loads of people going at it, because again, before streaming service, the main one was.
Oh, maybe
it was
that's
like
how it works.
It was like Sky. But then obviously Netflix came along and now I've got Amazon Prime and
Hulu.
Apple TV.
I'm thinking maybe that's how it works. Maybe Steam is the game library client.
Yeah.
And GeForce Now is simply the streaming.
Yeah, same how you can get like BBC shows on Netflix or Channel 4 shows on Netflix.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, you play your games through Steam, but you stream them using the service.
Yeah. So
it's sort of like, I suppose, making a phone call from your Sony phone, but using a Virgin Media network.
For example. Just random example. Just a random example. That has nothing to do with the fact that that's what I have, but that's what you have, sorry.
No, I don't. What are you talking about? This isn't even a phone. This is it's a new type of banana.
It's an iPad.
It's a new type of banana they just invented.
Go on, properly take a bite out of it then.
Don't want to. I don't want to. Crunch. That was my teeth.
If you put it in a brown paper bag, will it update itself?
It comes out an apple.
No. You know, like if you put a banana in a brown paper bag, it ripens quicker.
Yeah, but that was my joke about if you update a...
No, like actually update it, like it updates itself or upgrades itself.
Well, this would just go off, so the only way to update it would be to make it a better phone, so I think the most expensive ones are usually the iPhones.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're the best phones.
Oh, I know, but whenever they say upgrade, they mean pay more money.
I hate my phone.
Is it a Huawei?
It's a Huawei.
And how long you got it left for?
A few months.
Oh, good. My last phone started to fall apart.
Every time I go to hit like the space button, the blooming home button hits and then I'm taken off to a different page. It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I keep hitting delete when I want to type M. So instead of space, word beginning with M, I just end up with like a German word. So, yeah, so maybe that's it. I think we're new to this streaming stuff.
Plus, it is still in early days for games.
Aye. So that's what it is then. It means it's Steam isn't streaming. It's just a game client.
Can you remember when Netflix, it used to be, you got a DVD sent to your house and then you had to send it back again? I can't believe that. It obviously worked because they've obviously gone to...
Certain things still do that. If you
Sky do.
pay the premium on Sky, they send a DVD copy.
Yeah, no, you have to buy it, so you get a digital download and you also get a physical download.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pay the premium rather than like paying £4 to watch it over the course of 2 days. You pay $15 to watch it whenever you want, and they send you a copy of the DVD as well.
That's a good deal in my opinion, because most DVDs in shops cost like about £15 anyway.
Aye, but you'd want Blu-ray.
Not for us. We don't have a Blu-ray player. You can get Blu-ray.
I mean, you might want to look into that.
No.
You might want to.
We still all our home videos on
you've
Ultra
got
Video.
no. What I meant was you've got a computer. You might want to exactly look what optical reader it has.
It's a DVD. Because remember we had to get a separate one because the actual computer didn't.
Oh, you bought an external one. I remember now. Aye, because the type of games which will make you use it, they're doing. They don't actually read the DVD usually. What they do is they just use it to have a check basically and say, because you'll have more than enough RAM to play the older games that need a disc. Does this person have permission to use this disc to play this game?
Yeah.
You don't need the disc to play the game. What you need is the verification that you're allowed to access the software. And that's what the disc does. It functions like a key. So an external optical reader is fine for that.
Okay.
But yeah.
Anyway, so the last story we have, the second and last.
What do you feel about this story?
I think it's pretty cool that you've got a big game like Cyberpunk 2077 that's going to be on your streaming service, because I think that's going to advertise the streaming service a lot more.
There's also RTX on. With RTX on, does that mean that my graphics card doesn't work properly yet because I'm not using their streaming service?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure I've got I've got that. That is the chip I have in my computer.
The graphics card.
Thank you.
Yes, I do as well.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, not graphics card, video card.
Anyway.
Same thing, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, huh?
Yeah, it looks quite good for them to have got that. I'll be able to grab the copy on Steam. Yeah, that's quite good. Well done for getting Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah. So, the second and last story we have for you today is regarding the Borderlands movie, which I did not know was happening until I looked this up the other day. So, if you don't know, Borderlands is the game. They currently have their third installment, which I don't think many people are raving about.
It was bogged to high heaven when it came out.
Yeah.
And people couldn't play it properly, so they waited till it was fixed, and then nobody was playing it, and frankly most people got it to play it with somebody else.
So, regarding the movie, it has been accidentally announced who will be directing the Borderlands movie. It was... sorry, were you going to say?
I was going to say... Oh, pardon me. I was going to say... Do you know anything about the games?
It's set in like a post-apocalyptic world where people like...
A what, sorry?
Post-apocalyptic world.
Right.
And it's very... It's same as any other post-apocalyptic world.
It's not Earth.
I thought it was Earth.
No.
Oh, okay.
They're on a planet called Pandora, and they're looking for something called the Vault.
Oh, okay. That makes a bit more sense then.
Yeah.
Anyway, can I...
That's why humans still look like humans, but all the animals don't look anything like Earth animals.
I've not seen any of the animals.
Yeah. So it's like a hellhole world in which it's really difficult to survive. But people explore it because there's lots of there's the vault that people are looking for, and there's like technology left behind by lots of different previous companies, and it's suspected alien races.
Right.
So people they make a lot of money from Pandora. That's why people are on it. But it's not nice to be there. And the whole world in general is very sort of like fascistic, but more like corporate fascism.
Okay, can I continue with my story now, please?
Okay.
So, it was announced last summer in 2019 that Lionsgate and Arad, I think it's Arad Productions, would be adapting the game into a movie. But they were keeping quiet as to who would be taking the reins regarding of directing it. In a since deleted tweet by Randy Pitchford, the boss of Gearbox, that's literally how he's described everywhere I looked.
No, he is.
So in the tweet he said, "I'm very excited to welcome Eli Roth as director of the Borderlands movie in development with Lionsgate and Arad Productions." So he tweeted that out with a picture of, I think, from the poster of the first Borderlands game, but with Eli Roth's head on like the main character. They literally just like a copy-paste type of thing.
Right, so that's not the main character, that's one of the bad guys in it.
Whatever. It was a picture. Okay?
Okay.
It was a picture.
Okay.
It was a picture.
Okay. Psycho.
You're a psycho.
No, that's what the character is called, a psycho.
You're also a psycho.
Excellent.
Roth has directed such movies as The House with a Clock on Its Walls. That was the most recent one.
Jack Black.
Jack Black and I believe it was Cate Blanchett.
Cate Blanchett, aye.
Yeah. He's also directed Hostel and Cabin Fever. I believe those two were they're like, what's the word I'm looking for? I had it and I've lost it. Where is it? Cult classics. Like, they become modern cult films. They had pretty good reviews. That's what I've been told. So he has directed 15 movies in total. And also Craig Mazin has written the latest script for the movie. He has writing credits such as Scary Movie 3 and 4, The Huntsman Winter War, and most recently the hit Chronicle series, Chernobyl.
Good things about Chernobyl. I've heard good things.
I watched the first episode. It was harrowing, but oh my god, it was amazing.
Yeah, so I think that that's boding quite well.
I'm not entirely sure about. Like, those were the most critically acclaimed things that he's done, Eli Roth. But this might be like the big chance, the big film for him.
Yeah, but it's rare for a good video game.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because do we need to talk about the Mario Brothers movie?
Oh, that is a classic.
I've never seen it. Is it so bad it's bad, or is it so bad it's funny?
It's funny, but you also sit down at the end and say, now I know why they never made another Nintendo movie. Like, yeah. Nintendo were so, like, offended and shocked, and it was such a harrowing experience for them that they've never gone anywhere near making a movie of their stuff ever again.
I've seen clips of it, and I went, what?
Yeah, Bob Hoskins was
drunk pretty much the entire. I think he admitted
time.
that he was pretty much drunk the entire time of recording that. I would be too, in my opinion, my honest thoughts on the matter.
What?
I don't know. I kind of lost track of what I was saying halfway through that.
What did you just say?
I would be too if I was involved in that movie. Right.
I think that it's a weird premise. If you think about Mario, it's weird.
Yeah.
He's a tiny Italian plumber chasing a princess.
I just want. Why was
fighting a turtle?
Was it King Cop? No, not King Cop. Bowser.
Aye.
Why was he human?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's all weird.
Anyway. Yeah, because there's also been was it Resident Evil? Those they made a few Resident Evil movies. They were.
The first one was actually quite good.
They
sort of went a bit mental afterwards. But I don't know if they actually based them on the games, or if they're the games, or if they're just based on it loosely.
But we have actually seen that with the Netflix series Castlevania. Like, okay, that was probably incredibly loosely based on the video game series.
But it's still inspired by it. Yeah, it's possible. Like,
do you think they're just going to make it inspire? Obviously, it's just going to have to be inspired. They won't be able to do everything.
Well, they made a live action of Halo, like not the movie. They were going to make a movie of the first game, but they ended up making like a TV series set between like Reach and 4 or something like that.
Did they?
And they made a movie about some fight as well. They've got a live action movie about Halo with a Master Chief in it. I think that's yeah, I can't remember what that was called. But they've done that and done it well. But usually when they do it well, they do like some of the best Star Wars games are not games of the movies. They're games of something. They go away and do their own thing.
Yeah, they're a separate thing. But also Star Wars wasn't a game before it was a movie.
Yeah, but when you spin it the other way, you can often get the same problems.
Okay.
And like Doom. Doom was actually a decent movie. Not great, but decent.
I've not seen it.
They then get to a point where they do a first-person viewpoint where he's just running down corridors shooting people.
Yeah.
And you're like, why have you ruined your perfectly decent movie just to play into these gamer kids? Why have you done that? It doesn't make sense. And I think that was a massive issue. They shouldn't have done that. And I think that's the case. If they go and do their own thing, there's enough lore there for them to play with. They have to just leave everything else basically alone, though. They have to go and do their own thing. And feel comfortable, Feel comfortable. Can you imagine how much, like, KOTOR would have been ruined if it had a Darth Vader cameo?
You mean like...
Wouldn't have made any sense, would it?
Huh.
Or, I'm having a vision of the future. You're like, oh, for God's sake. Like, it doesn't belong in the story you're trying to tell.
No.
So if they do that, they'll get it fine, I think. But they've got a chance. But if they try and play about too much,
they'll mess it up.
Yeah. If they do make thing is, I think there's too much in the game for them to make a movie of the game. So they'd have to do something.
It would be more. It would probably be better if they had made a series than an actual movie.
Well, that would just be too boring. Because it would completely track the game. I think they need to make a movie of something else.
Okay.
In the lore, not just a different movie. It's like remake Robin Hood.
So that's all the stories we have for you today, and we hope you've enjoyed listening. Hopefully everybody understands that I'm joking now. When I joke.
Yes, very much. I completely agree. You're definitely joking.
Yeah, as I was told off. So, yes.
Put the big stick down. Ah!
Please stop doing that. People are actually going to think I'm hurting you, and that's not funny. So we hope you've enjoyed listening to this, and you can subscribe to our channel.
Click the notification bell.
And you can hit the like button.
Mm-hmm.
And you can leave a comment.
Please leave a comment.
Yeah. On the actual video,
it's so
please.
Alone. It's so alone.
On the actual video.
I'm so alone. Yeah,
I've lost track of where I was.
We were speaking to Brian before, like directly, and he didn't respond because he's not listened to it because he's been busy with uni work.
Yeah.
So he's got this message waiting for him in the ether.
You can email us at overshadow.shadowcast@gmail.com, and you can be us on Facebook. You can message us on Facebook at overshadow.shadowcast.
No, we will start using that, and I think we'll have to come up with a social media strategy as well.
Yes. So yeah. Hopefully we'll come up with a strategy. So all that's left. This is like when I send you the recordings of what it sounds like when we talk backwards.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy those?
They're a bit funny.
It's just like that. It's really funny. Thank you all for listening, and we hope that you come back next week for another stunning rendition of Tommy talking to himself.
Oh yeah. That's what it is, isn't it? Just me.
Well, it will be, because I'm working.
I'm not talking to the people at the other end, I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
So all that's left for me to say is goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.